Alright guys, so welcome to my first video on Minecraft Dungeons. So this is a version of Minecraft you can play, you buy it, and yeah, I've played it before on my Xbox One, but I do not currently have that anymore. So yeah, so I've decided I'll buy it on PC, and let's see how this goes. So let's jump right into it.
The village is burning. No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
Okay, so here we are in the first level. So this is me, right here. So yeah. So, what you do is you tap stuff to move around. So here's our first mob, and we can just click on him and stab him. So currently we just have a basic sword, but you know, this will upgrade over time. So you see that guy? We pick up emeralds as we kill stuff, and we can find them along the way. So yeah. So these guys are pretty weak. But yeah. Okay, so then you have arrows. So what you do is for arrows, you right click. So yeah, and you can shoot them from a distance. So that's something pretty cool. Now, we need to try and find the secret chests, as they can sometimes appear. Okay, so this is an ambush. Now these happen every once in a while, and mobs just start spawning, and you have to fight them. They can be decently hard sometimes, but as this is the first level, it's not too bad. So now we have enchanting. So enchanting is where you can level up items. That's how we got one, but you gain them as you level up through similar things. So these are your enchantments. You have them for both weapons. So personally, I think I'm going to go for sharpness on my sword, and it means that I'll do more damage now. So this guy takes 11 damage instead of 10. So, and here's another thing. These slots down here for your 1, 2, and 3. These are artifacts. Now, what artifacts do is you can just do extra things with them. So, like firework arrows is now if I shoot an arrow, it shoots a firework. So, yeah, that's what those are. So, another thing you have is rolling. Now, you can roll forward or do a directional roll. And that's how we're going to get over to this chest. So we're just going to do one of these, and now we're at the chest, which is going to give us a couple of emeralds. And rolling is good for general movement, really, because it helps you get around a bit faster. So, yeah. Okay, so there's the first level.
You were too late to rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
So that was the first level. Now, the area that we just walked into is going to be our base camp, where we choose what levels we go into, where we have our blacksmith and stuff like that. So these are our stats. This is the end of level chest. Now from here, you always get an artifact. So let's go and let's equip it. So this one just shoots out a fishing rod, which can be pretty useful. So if you go around, you'll see that over here you have your own little house, which can be pretty, nice. Just sort of look around. There's nothing in here that's useful, but it can be quite nice. Also, there's some training dummies scattered around. So as you can see, what happens when you attack is on your third hit, at least for this one, for the weapon that I'm using, it does a stronger attack. and then I can use a bow. Bows don't have any faster attacks or anything, so you know. So let's just do some exploring for a bit, see if we can find anything cool. Okay guys, so now we're going to be moving on to the actual first level, Creeper Woods. So let's go. Now, on each level you can select the difficulty. So either it can be easy, medium, hard, and the tougher the difficulty gets, the tougher the enemies get. The levels don't actually shape themselves, it's just the enemies. Okay, so let's go. Let's start this. Now, in the game, there's also TNT, which goes on top of your head, and you can throw it with the same button as you would shoot your bow with. So right now, if I shoot my bow, it'll shoot the TNT. So as you saw there, it exploded and did a bit of damage to those guys. Not that much though, because they weren't really in the range. So yeah. Now you also have a healing potion which replenishes every couple of seconds or so, which gives you a decent amount of healing. So if you're in a sticky situation, you can use that to help you survive. Okay, so we have freed a villager. Very good for us. Now here's an ambush situation again. Or no, that was a wall to protect us from just going straight through without freeing the villager. So they can hide chests and rewards around corners. So I always like to check around here, around places like this. Just places that seem a little bit suspicious. So as you can see here, we found a little area to go into. Now, I've unlocked a new location with that, and then I'm just gonna leave. So yeah, and that was the little secret area of going down this path. So that's why it's good to always check a lot of little side paths and stuff. Unless you know there's not gonna be something down there, don't go down there. No, unless you know there's gonna be something that always go down there, I mean. So from that we got a strength potion, which means we're gonna be doing a lot more damage now. So yeah, I'd recommend, yeah, getting strength potions is always good, because more damage can be really good for you. Okay, so here we see some other mobs, such as the creeper, who can be a deadly foe. So yeah. So in here we gotta fight some mobs, you know. So here we got a chest. Now armor. Armor is something pretty useful. So as you can see, this gives us an extra 3 health and more range damage. So that's going to be really useful for us. And we also get to wear armor. So yeah. So this is why it's always good to look into little side tunnels and stuff. And we free an extra villager. We unlock the merchant from that. And always break these pots. These pots give you emeralds, which are very useful later on. So we've got a shadow brew here, which means that our next hit will do loads of damage. As you can see there, 81 compared to our normal 11. So yeah. So now we've got another achievement point. So I think I'm going to use that to get ricochet on my bow, which can be really useful as the arrows can bounce and do even more damage. So yeah. Oh, there was a hidden creeper that I didn't see. Ah well. So as you saw there, our fishing rod stuns them for a second, which can be really useful, say as a creeper's about to blow up, or just to bring someone closer. So yeah, it's very useful early game. Later game you probably won't use it as much, but for now, when you've just started, I would definitely recommend using it. So also, you will get food along the way. Now food is good, because it gives you some decent healing over time. So yeah, I would always recommend getting food if you see it, unless you have a lot of health. And as you saw there, that was our ricochet coming into action, doing some, getting another zombie kill for us. So yeah, really useful. And there you saw it again. This is why I definitely recommend ricochet as a good enchantment for your bow. Now, if we go into here, you'll see there's a big supplies chest. So we've got some more arrows and some bread. So that'll be useful. Now, let's get these pots and let's get out of here. So, whilst we have the regeneration, we can fight these mobs. As you see there, that's where the arrow can come in really useful. The explosive arrow. Because I just took out all those mobs in one hit. Which is really good for me. Now what spiders do is they trap you in a web and then come over and eat you. Ah, chest over here. Very nice. Let's see what we got. And we got a TNT and some emeralds. Alright. So if I see another big cluster, look over there. Oh no, that is in the wrong spot. Oh well. Okay, so now we're on the final stage of this fight, I believe. So this is where there's lots of mobs, but we have to try and free these villagers. That is our current objective. Okay, so now we just gotta get to the exit, which isn't too far away. Then we do have to fight a couple of mobs, but now that we've got a swiftness potion, it should be a lot easier. So you can just run past all these mobs if you want. I'm gonna go back and fight them though. I just want to get past the initial wave, because otherwise that could have been pretty bad. So yeah, just sort of fighting the mobs can be good. You never know what you can get. Sometimes mobs can drop weapons and armor, so yeah. But when we get back, we'll be able to get some good stuff. And this is why the bow is really good. All those mobs at once, especially with my ricochet. And there we go. Very nice. We're at the exit. There's just a couple of mobs left. Nothing too bad. And there we go. There's our first.
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
Alright, so there's our first official mission completed. So I think I'm going to do some grinding, and I'll cut back to you when we're going on to a new level. Now, here we have, before we go again, let's talk to the villager merchant. Now, he sells us different stuff, different trinkets and all that. So right now we got two different bows. So I don't think I'm going to buy either of these, as currently I do like my current bow, but yeah. So let's get this chest here actually. 50 emeralds. Nice. We We also got a death-capped mushroom, which gives us. Let me just show you. This item is really good to play with, I find. So if you come over here to this guy, so before we're attacking like this, and then now we attack a lot faster. So yeah, let's go and you know what? Let's just move straight into a new level. Why not? So we can either try Creepy Crypt, which could be good for us, or we could go into Soggy Swamp. So I think I'm gonna try Creepy Crypt, as it is the sub-level for Creeper Woods. So yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a go. You never know what could happen. So I'll cut back to you guys once I finish this.
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
So there we go, guys. So that was just a time lapse of me defeating Creepy Crypt. So yeah. So I think that's probably where I'm gonna end off today's video. Yeah. But first, let me do a couple of things for you. Okay. We're not gonna need that yet, I don't think. But some of the stuff we did get a bow. Just the same as our regular bow, but it doesn't have as great things, I would say. Got another sword that has rampaging and committed. We got a different sword that has looting and chains. Got a pickaxe, which is a melee weapon, which has weakening, sharpness, and echo. Now, I think I'd quite like to use one of these swords. One of these pickaxes, in fact. So yeah, so what you can do is you can salvage stuff and get gems and the souls back that you used for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get sharpness level 1. Then for 2, the rest of our soul points, we're going to get to level 2. So now it does even more damage than before. And then there's a couple more things that we can get, such as a heavy crossbow, which I think I might, or a glaive. So personally, I think I'm going to buy this heavy crossbow. And then let's swap that with our regular bow. So we can have multi-shot, which is really useful. So let's salvage this, put this in, and then we'll get multi-shot 1 eye. And I'll show you what this does. We'll keep all of our other stuff for now. So what multi-shot does is sometimes you have a chance, just like there, to get a triple shot. So yeah. So I think that's where I'll end off today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's definitely going to be more of this coming up. And yeah, talk to you next time. Goodbye.